There are those who think that the decision by Lincoln University to withdraw their honor for President Mahama signals how the West will treat us. What are your thoughts?
So, like this issue, anytime you raise this LGBT issue, like people become very emotional on this subject. But the world has evolved to a stage where we don't have to be emotional. We need to be very strategic, right? And I do agree and like the stance that the president took in explaining this matter, right? For first and foremost, there is no need for pressure, right? Because it's a private sponsored bill. It's a bill from a private person who wants to get it to be passed as a law. It's not come from the government. There are no broad stakeholder engagement. And as the president is asking for a stakeholder engagement, this is the way to go. And
Okay.
it's very important because the president understands that this issue needs to be looked at carefully.
Hmm.
The question you have to ask is if the whole president, our president doesn't care about this honor that much. He's achieved a lot. He's made a very good impact globally.
Hmm.
But if our president can be denied in this extent, the question you have to ask is what what other ways could Ghanaians be denied?
Yes.
Are we going to have students who want to go to universities denied in the future?
Hmm.
Are we going to have researchers, Ghanaian researchers who are researching something that will be beneficial to their country being denied because of subjects like this?
Hmm.
So it is not something that we should just come out and then say, yeah, we are passing a law and we are against it. Have we even gotten to that stage? That is where the stakeholder engagement matters. The churches,
Yeah.
the clergy has to be involved. The traditional society has to be involved. All hands are supposed to be on deck to see whether we have a data that even shows that this is a problem for us.
Yeah.
We might be just building a mountain out of molehill. It might not even be a problem for us
Yeah.
after we do some few researches. It's not an issue for us to even make a policy about it. So it's very important for us not to politicize this matter, which has become the challenge because we are trying to politicize the whole matter because
Yes.
it was started by the previous government, so this is the time for payback. I think this time we should look at it because the results has a way of affecting Ghana greatly if
So,
we just go ahead and say we are passing the law.
yes, so you agree that the effects that it will have internationally and not just internally, because as the president said, it's a private members bill, and then we're using our culture and then policy and obviously popularity of the bill, by Ghanaians. But then we should take into consideration the effects that it will have on us internationally, especially because we do go for aid from the West and people that are pro LGBTQ plus.
Exactly, exactly the point. It's important for us to look at it from that perspective.
Now, Ghana has trade agreements and other development agreements with America and Europe. Do you think even before the passing, like as the president has started to see effects, that we receive other pressures from them?
Yes, exactly. If we come out clearly and say that, yeah, we are passing it and it's illegal, because some of these companies, they have the ESG policies, they have policy. Even I work in some of these companies. I sign agreement that, yes, I'm okay with working with them. I don't have any issues. And it's built in the core values of the company's global handouts, right? So if they want to move to Ghana, if they want to have any partnership with Ghana, they will consider all these things. And I'm not saying that we should throw away our values for this, but we need to be strategic. It's very, very important to be strategic about it.
Okay. Being strategic, can we just not, leave things as it is without a bill to or a law to criminalize the LGBTQ plus community and advocates?
Already the churches are doing very well, right? We are a Christian country. We have Muslims. We are a religious country, and I think they are doing very well. We are not seeing. I have not seen data. I've tried to find out whether there is data to prove that this thing is really a problem in Ghana. I have not seen the data, and we have the religious bodies that we can use. If we think that is getting out of hand, we can start by using them to see what they can do about it, and then we can mitigate it without necessarily passing a law. We need to be very strategic and then look at it in a way before it escalates, right? And with that, we can just go on and then have businesses with our partnership. And those who climb on the moral horse that it's against our culture and then our religion frowns on it. Look, there are so many things that we have already break, right? We have already gone beyond this cultural and moral things, right? Because we've gotten to a stage where before, there are certain dressings you cannot take to the church. There are certain outfits you cannot wear in public. Today, we have our celebrities who come and then we have dresses, transparent dresses all over. So our culture, our religious stance has been changed in a way, right? Because the world is evolving. So we shouldn't climb on those moral horses to be judgmental and to try to say it's wrong or right. We need to be strategic and see how it can help the general public, how it can help the whole Ghanaian population.